Hey everyone, Once Bitten here with In Search of My Tournament List Part 3. I'm using a fairly similar list to the one I did last game. The main difference being I took out a hero level character plus a regular bray-shaman and got a great bray-shaman so I could have some kind of magic phase. So I'm going up against a Warriors of Chaos tournament type list. I think it's the kind of list you would expect in a tournament. We rolled Blood and Glory and decided just to play our modified scenario, meaning that if you win the Blood and Glory scenario, it's 250 victory points, but it is not the game. So starting on my left, he's got 5 Marauders on horse. They have the mark of never have to take a panic test. Oh, look at that. 50 Marauders with great weapons with the mark of Corn, and with them is a Sorcerer Lord, level 4 Heavens, with a spell familiar. Then he's got a bunch of great weapon, frenzied Chaos Warriors with a Chaos Lord, so that's going to be a tough unit. Another unit of frenzied Chaos Warriors with an Exalted BSB, some more fast cav behind them, and another Marauder unit to the right. So hard hitting, he has a level 4, so he has a decent magic phase, no shooting, but in combat it's going to be tough. And of course my list is all combat. So on the right I've got some Harpies. I've got a horde of gore, full command, 2 hand weapons. On the right hand side with that horde I have got my battle standard bearer, and he has a +1 strength banner. So then I have Bestigor with the standard of discipline. And you know what I don't like about this is there's nothing in his list that I really want these guys going against. I really think most anything he has is going to tear them up, with the possible exception of his great weaponed warriors, because at least we'd go at the same time. Anyway, I've got a small unit of gore, have my Great Bray Shaman in there, a Tuscarora Chariot, and then I've got my Doombull unit. Again, I don't love that it's only 7 Minotaurs plus the Doombull, but it'll have to do. And then some more Harpies. So we go to Warriors Chaos first turn, he moves up, and nothing of significance happens. Beast turn, I move up. Here on the left, I park in my Harpies so that his horde of Marauders can't charge the flank of my Minotaurs. And yeah, I like the idea of my Minotaurs going against his warriors, especially his great weaponed warriors. So I'd love to get in combat with them and just blow on by, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that without him being steadfast at least 1 turn. So that means I have to somehow lock up the other unit so I don't get countercharged. During the magic phase, with Lore of Beasts, I didn't have anything. I don't think I had any of the 2 offensive spells, and so I didn't have anything to do with my dice. So I just went ahead and turned my Great Bray Shaman into a Mountain Chimera, just so hoping that he would dispel it on his turn and pretty much end his magic phase. So Warriors Chaos turn 2. He does not charge with his Marauders. He charges instead with his Fast Cav. And he got the Comet of Cassandora off and placed it right in front of my Bestigor unit. There's no way I'm going to be able to not get hit by that spell. So after combat, this was great. My Harpies are like initiative, I think 5, but they're faster than his guys, and they killed 4 of them. But he was able to do 1 wound on me, I think. And so he had a charge, a rear, and a wound to my 4 wounds, and he had a musician, so he won by 1 and chased and ran down my Harpies. Anyway, we go to Beastman turn 2. Yeah, you can see he parked his another unit of his fast cav in front of my Minotaurs, and so I went ahead and charged him. And this was just a colossal mistake, but what I was thinking was that because my gore unit was there, that when we broke them in combat, we would all go the direction of the unit with the most rank, so we would go towards his enemy lines. What I didn't even pause to think about is we weren't going to break these guys in combat, we were going to kill them outright, and then my Minotaur unit has to overrun. And so they're just going to be stuck there, and he's going to get to charge them in the flank with that Marauder horde. So this is kind of funny. With this Doombull list, it's so tough. It's so durable. But the thing is, you just can't let him get flank charged. And here I did what you can't do and just set it up for him to flank charge me. So it looks like that. Yeah, otherwise you see I parked my harpies so that his other warriors couldn't countercharge those two units. He'll come into the face of those Bestigors. I'm fine with that. I'm kind of hoping his other Marauder unit will charge into the face of my Horde of Gore with the Beast Banner. I think I have the odds of winning that. And when all's said and done, yeah, I go ahead and overrun with the Gore unit with the Mountain Chimera. And then like I said, I had to overrun with my Minotaurs. They couldn't run because there's a unit in front of them, so they just stand there. Which is just so stupid. It makes me mad. So Warriors Chaos turn 3, he charges on the right to left. His Marauders into my Beast Banner Horde, his Warriors into my Harpies, and they'll take that, and then he'll overrun to my Bestigors, which is fine. His other warriors come to the face of my Gore unit. Now he's going to tear that unit up unless I can keep that Mountain Chimera, but during his magic phase, certainly he's going to dispel that. And of course, his Chaos Sorcerer Lord with his horde of Great Weapon Marauders on the left charged my Minotaurs, and his last remaining Fast Cav charged my Tuskor Chariot. So of course I make way with my Doombull. We get a challenge with my Doombull and his Sorcerer, and I just slap him around. I kill him and do some overkill to it. Other than that, I only had one of the Minotaur attacking. I think if he would have had 6 attacks, base 3, extra hand weapon is 4, 2 frenzy markers 6, and he didn't do much. I don't know, 2-3 wounds maybe. But amazingly, his Marauders only did 1 wound on my guys. And then I forgot to my stomp attack. So yeah, it looks like that, and then he dispels it, so it looks like that, and that's not going to go well. So he ended up winning combat by 1. He charged down a hill. He had the extra ranks, a flank, all that kind of stuff. And even with that, my Doombull did so many wounds that he only won by 1. If I'd done my stomp attack with my other Minotaur, he still would have won because... No, he wouldn't have. It would have been a tie. We both had musicians. And that, yeah. So, you see, I'm missing a model. That's just my standard bearer is gone. Other than that, my unit was unscathed. The bray-shaman's dead. And over here, yeah, my Horde of Gore absolutely tore up his unit. And this, I made number 2 big mistake in the game. Instead of chasing them down, what I should have done is just reformed, because I knew that the warriors were going to be in the face of the Bestigor. I could have just reformed these guys so they could get a flank charge into his warriors, and I just decided to get the points, which was just dumb. I hate making dumb mistakes. So it looks like that. Beastman turn 3, my Doombull unit rallies, my Horde of Gore reform. They're no longer a horde. I don't have enough guys left for that to really help. I took my chariot into the flank of his Marauders, just hoping to hold them up for a turn. I don't want them dual charging with the warriors into my Doombull. And I'm saying bring it. I'm not frenzied right now, but that's okay. Over here, I think I won combat, but whether I did or not doesn't matter. He does a reform. He doesn't need this unit to win the game, and so he thinks he'll kill my chariot this turn, reform, and he'll still have his turn. So, and he's right. Now over here, I really thought my Bestigor would do better against those Chaos Warriors, but they were frenzied with halberds. And they just killed so many that I really didn't have that many attacks back. So that really hurt, and that's where I was really kicking myself for not reforming the turn before with my Horde and joining in the fray and being in the flank there. So at that point, it's easy for me. He just dual charges my Doombull unit. And yeah, he just killed him. He's missing a lot of models. That made me feel somewhat better. But for the most part, yeah, he broke them, ran them down, and I've got nothing left, really. And it had been a long day, and we were running short on time, so we called it the game there. So just a miserable showing. But really, I made 2 such huge blunders that I don't want to fault the list. So I'm going to bring this list out again in the very near future. Try it out and try not to make so many dumb mistakes and see if it does better, because I think it has a lot of potential. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.